Here are 7 benefits of starting your small business on Etsy instead of opening up your own website. Number 1, it makes it easier for your audience to find you. I hate to be the one to tell you this, but whenever you're first starting out in your business, you cannot just assume that there is going to be a long, huge line of hundreds of people standing outside of your virtual door, banging on the door, trying to give you their money for your product. That's just not going to happen because they don't know you exist. This is especially true for people who do not have a following on social media or do not have a huge advertising budget. Unfortunately, it's just a sad truth that you're not going to get orders just for simply existing. You have to be able to bring people to you because it doesn't matter what you're selling. There's going to be competition for that item. And likely you're going to be competing against big giant brands that have a huge advertising budget and years upon years of experience to know how to approach people and get them to come to their website and buy their product. And these big companies will do everything in their power to drown out small businesses to get people to come to their website and buy. On the other hand, Etsy does want you to succeed because they get a portion of your sales in the form of fees, which is beneficial to you and Etsy. Benefit number 2 is that there are not a lot of upfront costs whenever it comes to starting Etsy. If you compare how expensive it is to start your own website, it is truly a no-brainer that it is much cheaper and easier to get involved and start selling on Etsy. For example, a domain for your website is around $15 a year. The cheapest Shopify plan, if you pay monthly, is around $40, and that doesn't even include any fees that you might have to pay for extensions. And don't even get me started on like if you need a web developer. When Etsy, all you have to do is pay 20 cents to list your first item. You can't beat that. Benefit number 3 is that it simplifies shipping. When you start a business that will be shipping physical goods, shipping itself can be just very scary and very daunting and very intimidating to approach. Etsy, on the other hand, makes it super simple to never leave their platform to be able to purchase labels. And not only that, they make it super easy to ship internationally, which can be extremely confusing and overwhelming if you are trying to do it on your own website. Once you do ship your item, you don't even have to leave Etsy to be able to track the order, so you can see where your item is, if it's been delivered. Another really great thing about Etsy is that they do not make you pay upfront for your shipping cost. If you had your own website and you were going to ship out a product right away, then you take your package down to the post office and you might have to pay $10, $15. If you had like 10 orders, well, that's going to be like $150. A lot of small businesses don't have that starting out, so it's really nice that you don't have to leave Etsy and that you can use the funds that you got from your sale to buy a shipping label. Benefit number 4 to starting an Etsy shop is that it is easier to set up an Etsy shop than to set up a website. All you have to do whenever you want to start selling on Etsy is set up a listing. You fill out the listing form, which has like the title, the description, the keywords, the category, price, and it's super easy. It has the descriptions of each thing that you need to fill out. Super simple, super easy to set up, and you can have a listing going in like less than 20 minutes. Benefit number 5 is that you can buy ads that will go directly to people that are more likely to buy your product. Etsy is really nice because it itself is a marketplace, so everyone that comes on Etsy is probably looking to buy something. And while buying ads doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get a sale, it is really nice that Etsy provides detailed statistics that show you how many people were shown this ad, how many people clicked through to it, how many people bought because of the ad, and it really helps you to determine how to go forward with ads and your products in the future. I also like that you can have a relatively low budget for even like $1 a day. Benefit number 6 is that it teaches you about SEO. SEO, or search engine optimization, is a very, very, very important component of being a seller online. This is basically how your video gets categorized and shown to people that are searching for your video. It's very important that you learn about SEO and that you put relevant keywords. Like, for example, if I'm going to be selling a pizza sticker, I need to put pizza sticker. If it's like a waterproof sticker, you can put waterproof or water bottle instead of doing just like pizza sticker. The chance that someone will stumble upon your listing for just writing pizza sticker is probably lower than if it had all these keywords like pizza, sticker, water bottle, waterproof, etc. This is really beneficial because if you do decide to leave Etsy in the future like I did, then you are going to have a very valuable skill set that will be able to be carried over to your own website, where then you can use that information that you learned from using Etsy and then apply that to your own website and have effective SEO. Last but certainly not least, benefit number 7 is that Etsy does keep very detailed statistics for you to be able to observe what is popular, what sells, what doesn't sell, and then go forward accordingly. Because Etsy is so large, there are a lot of different tools available that are specifically for Etsy sellers to track trends, and they will show you different things that have high searches and low saturation versus things that have high saturation and low views, which is something that you do not want. If more people are searching for something and there are less results, you are more likely to get seen. So it is important to be able to know where you should focus your efforts. When it comes to deciding what you want to sell, there is nothing worse than just going in blindly. There are so many different variables when it comes to selling products on Etsy, such as
shirts, digital goods, stickers, prints, wood burning, commissions, embroidery, green cards, jewelry, home decor, stationery, hair accessories, magnets, zipper pouches, original painting, plushies, crocheted items, macrame.
The list goes on and on. When you're first starting out, it can be difficult to even know what's going to sell. So the fact that Etsy has such low listing prices and the analytics, you can kind of keep track of what you think is going to sell and what is not going to sell and adjust accordingly. Now that I have moved away from Etsy and had my own website for a couple of years, it is not something I regret doing in the slightest. All of these things that I listed in this video are things that I would not have been able to handle without the experience of doing all of this on Etsy. That's why if I were to go back, I would definitely do it all again, because it did teach me a lot of lessons about having an online store. There are definitely cons involved in Etsy though, so let me know if you guys want a video about the cons and why I left. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to this channel if you want more videos like this.